on my way to work, I saw a traffic stop, right? So it was this foreign guy. I don't know the nationality, but he was driving a student accommodation transport, right? Which is honestly crazy because student accommodation transports, especially in my area, they are for universities. So even though I know he's not directly employed by the university, the person who's getting basically money from the university is employing illegal transport drivers, basically who don't even have licenses. So he was stopped for not having a license, and this made me think. Obviously, we know how the police in South Africa are. It's highly possible that he's not even going to go to prison. He has to pay a certain amount, and he's going to be a free man driving the streets without a license. Right. And it made me realize that I've been one of those people who have said that I will never vote for the DA or the VF, especially because of their policies, right? Cape Town, look at Cape Town. Cape Town is espousing things that are borderline racist, right? They basically are trying to take over Cape Town and make it an independent sovereign state, which would cripple the South African economy, right? As if it wasn't enough, as if apartheid was not enough, they still want to take a portion of South Africa and make it their own, right? That's how selfish these people are, right? And there's so many people who are foreigners in that particular area. Right? And among other things, that there are policies. I feel like leaving the ANC for DA is not going to be better. They are both horrible for different reasons. The DA has allowed the price hikes. Like Cape Town is unlivable for even residents. If you're not rich, like you can earn 50,000 in Cape Town and still it can still feel like you're earning, I don't know, 2,000, right? So for me personally, DA and VF, honestly, I will never vote for those parties. ANC is too corrupt. I will never vote for them. EFF with their open borders ideas so that these people can come to South Africa, drive cars without licenses. I've heard so many scams, and usually it's Nigerians. Like people's pension funds money being taken from them. And you realize that in order for things to change, even the ANC's policies, they act like they care about illegal immigration, but people have been complaining and marching, and it feels like nothing really is happening. We have a corrupt system that is rotten from the top. So, how can the police be? How can the police respect the law if the people in power, like who are running the country, don't respect the law? Like there are no consequences for breaking the law, even for the police. Like I have a friend who's a police officer, and I understand why it's so difficult for new police officers to be compliant with the law. But still, in order for the country to function properly, a new party needs to be in power. It cannot be the DA for me at the very least. It cannot be the VF. It cannot be the ANC. It cannot be the EFF. Action SA might be a potential, but for me personally, some of their policies as far as removing the BEE without an actual plan. The BEE has its flaws, but it has helped a lot of people without them even realizing how impactful it is because a lot of these companies are hiring black people against their own wills because they benefit from being BEE compliant. But with the recent changes, now they only have to hire white women and they can still be BEE compliant, right? And put them in powerful positions and they will be compliant, which is honestly one of the craziest things, right? So there's so many things, and I feel like Action SA might be the closest thing to an option that is considerable. Just that some of their policies make me a little bit worried. But honestly, for me, I think ANC has failed to show us they care about our issues and the things that we are facing as citizens. But the problem is, where do we go, man? Where do we go? Because for me, at the very least, ANC, EFF, DA, VF are off the table. Like they are off the table for me. So I just don't know what to do at this point. Like, but we need a new leader because what is happening right now will never change. The country will continue to deteriorate, and we love South Africa. It just seems like the people in power love money more than anything else. It's sad.